Welcome to the Moody's Tire and Auto Football Extra.
Where honesty and service comes first.
Serving Williamson County for over 70 years. Visit us at Moody's Tire for all your tire and automotive needs.
Stop by and see us at 1600 Columbia Avenue.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome in to the Week 3 edition of the Moody's Tire and Auto Prep Football Extra. I'm Joe Williams, along with our expert, Maurice Patton. I know you don't like to be called that. I got a couple other names, but you don't like to be called those either. So we're going to stick with expert. Partner, we're 2 weeks into this season, and it's been kind of a strange one. Last week, several things happened I don't think any of us expected.
Well, a couple of things for sure. One of them, one was a good thing, though.
Okay.
That Franklin win against Riverdale,
Yep.
I don't think too many people expected that. I didn't expect it.
I missed it.
And not just the win, but the way they did it. They forced 4 turnovers from Riverdale and capitalized on most of them in some way or another. Recovered a fumble in the end zone, picked up a muff punt, and scored off of that. So Franklin really did some good things in bouncing back from that loss to Centennial 2 weeks ago.
Grace Christian Academy broke into the TSSAA. Very seldom do you break in on your first varsity game by winning, but they did exactly that, on the road no less.
No less. Going down to McEwen, not sure how good McEwen is, but winning 28-21, I don't think Grace Christian really cares how good McEwen is. Their first TSSAA game, their first win. Big ups to them.
That's all that matters. Summit got their first win on their home field, which was a big deal. Centennial fought with Independence right here, just across the field here, if you will. And I think a lot of us were surprised with the the easy way in which Independence handled that game.
Yeah, I think, again, that people that were familiar with both those teams felt like Centennial would struggle to keep up offensively, and that Indy's offense would probably be a little too much for a good Centennial defense. 49-6 was a little much.
Yeah, very much a little much. And the last one we'll touch on, what a great gutsy move. I thought Page was going to go 2-0 when they went to Lipscomb Academy, had a chance late. Charles Rathbone and the guys said, hey, we're not playing for a tie, we're going for the win. And it came up short, but I think they gained a lot of respect from a lot of folks, including me.
Well, and I think they gained a lot of confidence just being in that position to come back and make it a situation where they're a 2-point conversion away from a win on the road. So that's big for them. You know, we saw a lot out of them against Fairview 2 weeks ago, and with a chance to go 2-0 against a good Lipscomb team, they came up that short. But I think they feel good about themselves heading into this week.
And heading into this week, everybody better feel good because it now is on the line. We get to our first week of the new region play, Maurice. And for the first time in forever that I can remember, we're going to have a week of football where nobody in the county is facing anybody else in the county. We've got 11 games this week.
11 games. You can thank the TSSAA for that one.
Yep.
But, yeah, the way they've got everything so spread out in so many different regions, you knew that there were going to be some weekends like this. 11 games involving Williamson County teams. That's crazy.
It starts early Thursday night. Page goes down to Spring Hill, and with that added confidence, they need something good to happen here.
You know, the first thing they need good to happen is to be able to go in and keep Tylen Oden, Spring Hill's great quarterback, in check. They need to be able to put some pressure on him up front and force him into doing some things with the ball and maybe get a pick or two when he does throw it. But they've got to be able to keep Spring Hill's offense in check to give Michael Magochi and that bunch a chance to do something with the ball when they've got it.
Last year it was not that easy. Oden kind of ran crazy on a Thursday night out in Rudderville, and I'll bet you that bunch has something a little different this year for him.
A 21-yard run from scrimmage by number 14, Tylen Oden.
The other games that start on Friday, the big ones, we got Lincoln County coming here to Independence, and Maurice, the legacy that is, the reputation, tradition that is Lincoln County, maybe not as strong as it has been in the past, but it still carries that name. It still has a state championship in its background, and it's still going to be a good test for these Eagles.
Exactly. Lincoln County has only played one game. They beat Lawrence County last week. You're right. Lincoln County, this isn't your dad's Lincoln County or our Lincoln County, you know.
Thank you for reminding us all.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, you know, keeping it real. But you know, again, Don Thomas, who is a Lincoln County graduate, has done a pretty good job keeping that thing at a level. They obviously want to get back to where they're playing for state championships and making deep runs into state playoffs and that kind of thing. But it's not the same. A few things have changed down there. They've opened Fayetteville High School down there, and that's kind of eaten into both their enrollment and into their base of athletes. And so they're kind of having to do things a little differently. And so they're coming up here. They're 1-0. This is a region game. Indy's obviously on a roll, and I expect them to keep rolling most likely.
A surprising 0-2 Mount Juliet coming to Williamson County to face a 2-0 Ravenwood. First game that we'll see in the Super 6 region, whatever you want to call this Class 6A now.
Yeah, 0-2 Mount Juliet is what kind of catches your eye.
Yeah.
You didn't expect that. You know, they struggled a couple of years ago. They got things headed in the right direction. We thought last year they've gotten off to a really tough start, and haven't really had a chance to talk to Trey Perry or any of the folks over there to get a feel for what's going on, but did not expect them to be 0-2. They lost 27-0 over at Cane Ridge this past weekend.
Bit of a shocker.
Yeah. So, and the way Ravenwood has been playing this first 2 weeks, it could get ugly if what Mount Juliet has done to this point holds up. And if what Ravenwood has done to this point holds up, I think they're averaging 39 points, 460 yards in their 2 wins.
Andrew Rapay last week, 15 of 15 throwing.
You know,
and all to his people, too. I mean, no interceptions in that total.
Well, but you know what? I think for the year he's 18 of 20, and the 2 incompletions are picks.
Well,
but
I'd take that.
Yeah, you know, high risk, high reward. Yeah. But you know, I think that the quarterback position was kind of the question mark for Ravenwood coming into this year, and if he's gonna approach that level of play going down the road, and I think Will Hester expects him to improve on what he's done in the first 2 weeks. So if he continues to get better, I don't know how you get better than 15 for 15, but we'll see what happens.
I don't either. We've also got another one. You talked about the big win for Franklin last week. They're at home again. Got Overton coming in. This could be another pretty good test.
Yeah, Overton beat Marshall County 42-41 last week. They lost their opener to Stewart's Creek. So I'm not real sure what Overton is all about. Obviously, Franklin lost to Centennial in shutout fashion 2 weeks ago, beat Riverdale last week. So I'm not real sure what Franklin's all about. So, you know, this one could go in any number of directions, but I think Franklin's going to be playing with some confidence coming off of that win and playing at home. So I think that'll make a little bit of a difference for him here in this first regional game.
One of the things that Coach Brian Rector talks about often is character, courage, and commitment. That's part of his 3 C's at Centennial. We're going to get a chance to see how well those work as the Cougars have to go to Dixon County Friday night. Again, not your father's Dixon County.
No, not your father's Dixon County. And I think we have to be careful about not overreacting to what happened out here last Friday night.
Good point.
Because I think when it's all said and done, maybe people don't realize quite how good this Independence team is right now, particularly on offense. And I think what really hurt Rector and the Centennial bunch was they thought defense was really where they could hang their hat. And so to come out here and give up 49, I think is what has really left that bad taste in his mouth. I don't think they're going to be the last ones to give up 49 to Independence before it's all over with.
Oh, I agree. I don't think they will be either. Summit off of their first win at home. They get to be at home again against Shelbyville. Shelbyville's 2-0. May be tough to get that second home win.
Shelbyville's got a couple of really nice pieces offensively. The running back, Michael Eddings, the quarterback, Mason Cunningham, and I think that they are a team that could do some damage in 5A as well. You could see them in Independence before it's all over with for that region championship probably, but I'm glad Summit finally got that home field win because it's going to get a little tougher this time around.
Oh, yeah. Brentwood in Class 5A will go out to Rossview. Chance for the Bruins to get their first win under returning head coach Ron Crawford.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little tough, especially on the road against a Rossview team that's 2-0. Went and won a shootout at Beach last week, 48-46, after beating East Nashville the week before. You know about that one, don't you?
Yeah, I know about that. We won't talk about that.
Okay, all right. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Rossview 2-0, had a lot of success the last couple of years. I think that that's a program that Ron Lambert, former defensive coordinator over at Tennessee State, is starting to build up the right way over there. I think Brentwood has another tough time Friday night.
Other games we'll be keeping an eye on come Friday night. BGA is on the road. They go to Memphis to face St. Benedict. Stewart County will go to Fairview. Grace Christian, after their first win, travels down to Cornersville. And up on the north edge of the county at Brentwood Academy, the Eagles will be hosting Pope John Paul II. That's another one that could be really interesting for about 7-8 minutes.
You giving it that long?
I'm hoping.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we're interesting for 7-8 minutes. Even we can do that.
No comment.
All right. Well, that's kind of what the county looks like this week as we get ready for week 3 of high school football. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Moody's Tire and Auto Prep Football Extra. For Maurice Patton and our cameraman, Charles Pullingham, I'm Joe Williams. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep your eyes open for www.williamsonherald.com. We try to keep you updated.